Good morning. Good morning. Saturday Sabbath. It's Saturday, y'all. And I always be like Saturday Sabbath for those that don't know. Because I feel like God's Sabbath is on the Saturday. So I always be like Saturday. I always be like Saturday Sabbath because I be like the deepest spiritually on Saturdays. You know, I always be like, man took Saturday and said, nah, we gonna take Saturday and we gonna give you Sunday. I said, but God's Sabbath is still on the Saturday. So that's why I be like Saturday Sabbath, y'all. So this is a Saturday Sabbath. Yeah. So I was just saying, hey, hope all is well. For those that don't know, my name is Shana. Yes, Shana. I gotta document this. You know, I was just told to document it. You know, some people, they wait on revelation, wait on this, that. But I was told to just document any and everything I see. So that's what I do. So I'm just being obedient to the word. Even if I don't got understanding, I just be obedient to the word. And just a real quick, just run down. God came. And when he came, he completely erased my entire memory. My entire memory is gone. So from the time I was a child all the way up to now, all the times I was in church, all the scripture, everything I learned, everything has been completely wiped out of my memory. I have no memory. So if I speak, it's off the top of my head. If I read something like new, like if I read the Bible now, you know, I like take it in, but it's just like me learning everything all over again. So God has done something to my memory, and he has completely wiped my memory. And I do understand the dynamics of why, because the indoctrination that was tied into like the church and everything. And in order for him to teach me the way he needed to teach me, he had to erase everything that I already knew and learned before him. So now he's teaching me. So now I read the word, and then you know, he'll just start telling me about what's going on and stuff like that. But he had to erase everything before him, for him to even actually be able to talk to me. So that's what's going on too. So I have no memory of nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just be walking around like I got what it's called, amnesia. Like I have no memory. I did go to my daughter. I brought it up to my daughter because she was like deep in thought. And I was just telling her about I have no memory. I'm like, God did something to my memory and I don't remember nothing. I can't even remember nobody's face. And I always been real good, like memorizing stuff. But I don't have a memory. I can look at somebody I don't even know nothing about them. And my daughter said, God said to just look forward, do not look back. Like that's how she was saying, dealing with it. Like I was like, where's my memory? Like God did something to my memory. And she was just looking, and she was just real calm. And she was like, God said, look forward. He said, don't even look back. So when she said it like that and kept it like that, I was like, well, okay. So I was just like, if I don't remember you, then I guess I guess you irrelevant right now at this point with where I'm going as far as moving forward. So if I don't remember you, it's not for me to remember you. And I'm not finna try to like go all the way back to my memory bank to try to figure out where did I see you with? What is your name? Like, it's people I know I interacted with, like friends, like cool. And I just see them and don't have I don't even know their name. God won't even allow me to remember these people's names. And I was like, well, God, if you don't want me to remember their name, then I guess they irrelevant right now. I guess it's not meant for me to know. You know, and I ain't saying to be like rude, but that's just how I be. Because I'm just going to stress myself out trying to figure it out. And he purposely has done that to my memory. So I'm just throwing it out there too. Like, I have no memory right now. God is teaching me. He's teaching me. Man is not teaching me. God is teaching me. And he had to remove everything, the good and the bad, up out of me to be able to reprogram me. So that's what's going on too, y'all. So yeah, this Saturday Sabbath. What's today's date? Doggone it, I'm bad with dates. But it is a Saturday. And it's the first week of June? So it might be June the 3rd, maybe. If the 3rd fall on June, it's the first Saturday in June, y'all. And I don't even know what the day is. Time be going by so fast. I'm like, dog, time be going by so fast. I don't even try to keep up. Time beat me. I can't even keep up with time no more. Yeah. So I was just saying, hey, I did have a vision I do need to document. I had more than one vision. I always have vision. It don't never stop. So if I lay down, boom, God gonna come to me, and it never stops. It's like it never stops. Like, I'm not going to lay down and see black. I have never laid down ever since I was a child on up to now. Never laid down and seen all black and didn't see nothing. As soon as I close my eyes, I'm finna see some stuff, y'all. And this is non-stop. So, the dream I had, this was real quick vision. This was real quick. And in this vision, it was like we was in this church. I was in this church in this vision, and like I said, it was super quick, but God still been speaking to me about this dream, and I've been trying to like go back, like, God, I think He leaves stuff out so I can go back to Him. Like, He want me to seek Him, so He leaves stuff out purposely so I can keep pressing. God, what is it? Because He gave me all the answers. I wouldn't even go to Him, so you have to, like, I have to have some kind of dependency on God. So even with these vision dreams, it's going to be some kind of dependency on God. So I think that's why the stuff be coded anyway. Yeah. So I had a vision. Basically, I'm in this church. And in this vision, it was like it's a dude, this man. And he was dressed like might have been like a priest or a preacher or something. Like, that's how he was dressed. He had on all white in this vision. And in this vision, I had one of my my older daughters with me, and in this vision, he got extremely mad at one of my daughters. So this preacher dude got real mad at one of my daughters, and he was just all out of character. I don't even think she did nothing, but he just got mad for whatever reason, and it just and I'm just looking, and at this point, I get so mad. I get so mad in this vision when I see this grown man try to intimidate and try to shame a child. So I just go off. Don't make me mad, y'all. Y'all, I'm cool. Just let me be in my little bubble. Just let me be quiet in my little bubble. Let me do whatever I'm doing. Do not disturb me. And do not make me mad, because you do not want to see the other side of me. Do not make me mad. But in this vision, this man made me so mad. Like, ooh, I was mad. Because when I get mad, everybody thinks something wrong with me anyway. So just don't make me mad. Just do not make me mad. Just let me do what I do. Let me be in my la la land. Let me just go through life the way I'm going through life. But do not make me mad. Because a whole nother side of me if you make me mad. So in the vision, when I see this grown man who's supposed to be in the position of authority, the disrespect he had, and the way he was talking, and just how he was in the church, had me so mad. So in the dream, I go off. Like, I'm going off in this church. I feel like Jesus, when Jesus turned over all the tables in the church. That's how I was in this church. You know, in the Bible, when they talk about Jesus got mad at the people because they were selling everything, and he was like, y'all making my home a den of thieves. I felt just like that in church. Sure, I was going off on this man. I was going off on this preacher dude in church, the way he was and how he was coming in and all that. And then the bad thing about it was, while I'm going off, nobody had nothing to say. Like, everybody was just sitting there, everybody just silent, everybody just looking, everybody just pretending, everybody just turn the other ear, turn the other cheek. Everybody just looking like it ain't my issue, it ain't my problem. Like, nobody had nothing to say, basically, in this vision. But it didn't matter to me. Like, it didn't even matter to me. I don't even care how I'm looking right now. Because you didn't got me highly upset. And it was a righteous anger. A righteous anger came upon me at this point. And I would say, all hell broke loose in this church. And you better not say nothing bad. So I just went off on this dude in the church. Sure, I was so mad. And like I said, and while I'm mad and while I'm going off on this man, he couldn't do nothing but look. Like, he knew not to say nothing. Like, he knew not to say nothing to me. Like, he already knew what level I was on. He already knew. And he knew not to say nothing to me. And then in the vision, when I was talking to him, I was like, and you supposed to be a man. Like, it just, and I said that to him too. I was like, and you supposed to be a man and you acting like this? Like, it was ridiculous. Yeah. So that was the vision. And then I look and I see people in the vision that didn't say nothing. One person particular that I saw was my mama. She just sat in church just like, just like, nah, I don't want to, create this conflict within the church, even for a righteous anger. So I'm just going to sit here and be silent. So, I'm looking, ain't nobody really responding to the man, maybe because his position, maybe because his title. I don't know what it was, but I had this righteous anger come on me, and you beneath me. When I see you, get behind me, Satan. That's how it was. So that's the vision, y'all. So God been coming to me about that vision. He been coming to me about his children. He been coming to me about the church. And he just been coming to me about everything that's going on. So basically, that was the vision. So I had this vision, this man, he just going off on really a child in the church. And the bad thing about it is you got this grown man and his disrespect and the way he was going off. And not only the way he was coming was like how you would come at another adult, but this was a child. Actually, this was my daughter that I'm seeing and I'm watching. And it just had me highly upset. I'm talking now, and as I'm talking now, God come to me. And he talking about the reason why I saw my daughter is because that's how he see his children. And that's how, and he talking to me right now. So he telling me the same way I saw my daughter in the church and saw how she was mistreated in the church by these people who's supposed to be representative of him. He said that's what's going on right now. He said symbolically, he's saying that his children who are going to church and how they're just being utterly disrespected and mistreated to the highest effect. He said he see what's going on and he's highly upset and he got a righteous anger. And he said, and when he come and he do what he do, he said, don't say nothing. You better not open your mouth and say nothing behind whatever it is that he finna do behind this right here. But he's highly upset with the church. With the church. And in the dream, it's like this man supposed to be representative of God. And I was like, and you supposed to be a man? Like, it's like, even to the level of what God considers to be, like, what he feels a man supposed to represent, this man did not represent in the church. Even with his position or title or whatever he had going on. It was just like, it was a slap in God's face. I was like, and you supposed to be a man? And you acting like this? Toward a child? Oh, yeah. He knew not to say nothing to me. Like, he knew. Like, he couldn't say nothing. He couldn't do nothing. He just was looking. And the way the church is silent about all this that they see, all this injustice. Because, see, God is, all about righteousness. And you see all this injustice going on. You see it going on, but don't nobody want to speak against it. And he looking and he judging them too. So y'all, the ones that see it, and you a part of it, and you don't speak on it, you factor into the equation too. So you're not excluded from his judgment just because you decided to be silent. Actually, your judgment might be harsher for being silent. Because once you see it, you're a witness. So once you're a witness, you have to act at that point, whether you want to be a witness or not. You have to stand your ground at that point. You cannot turn the other cheek. And that's what a lot of his people are doing in the church. God told me a whole bunch of stuff dealing with that right there. I'm just speaking on what's coming to me now as I'm doing this video. And he's saying that his children, like, they're being mistreated. And they're being mistreated by the church. The people that's supposed to receive you with loving arms are the ones that's really the worst and most disrespectful to his children right now. And he don't like none of it. He not liking it. So, and he ain't liking the people who are a witness and supposed to have a voice and just being silent about the matter. He not happy about that either. So he come two different ways, y'all. He come against those that are actually like acting out of character, but he also finna come and place his judgment on the ones that's been silent and won't speak against it. So that's what I'm getting out of this right here. I'm speaking, like I said, I got to speak out the top of my head because I ain't got no memory no way. So that's why I had to do all these videos to keep documenting, because he keeps showing me so much stuff. So that's what I was saying about the church and all that. And I was seeing my kids, and he was like, the same way you feel about your child and this man, this grown man, the way his approach towards your child is the way I feel about the church approach toward my children right now. And also, what I'm also getting out of that is, like my daughter, because she's a child, people might see her as the weakest link. So you might see her as a target. So God's saying, like his children, like his babes in Christ, like the ones that's not really established in God, you know, they're being targeted and attacked because they are like the weakest link to his kingdom, his children, you know. So they're under attack for that reason, like they're targeted. So he needs his people to be their voice for those babes in Christ, and those that are coming up, they are targeted purposely because they're singled out because they're the weakest. So my daughter, in the vision, to me, I saw it like she was just like maybe the weakest link because she was a child. Because you a child, you ain't even got no voice, so what I say gonna stand anyway because of my position. But I let the man know, and I was like, "Ain't you supposed to be a man?" And the way I said it was like, how can you even represent God? Like, ain't you supposed to be a man? Like, how you supposed to represent God? Like, it's no way possible that you supposed to even be, you ought to be shining. You ought to be shining, even have that robe on you right now. Like, you ought to be shining. God ain't even strike you down in the middle, in front of everybody right now. Behind your heart and how you acted toward this child. So, I'll get into it too. So, I'm going to do a recap. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff in motion. God said, I just got to make time for what I need to do. He said, you know, everything going to seem like, because in the physical, it's going to appear like you too busy. But he like in the spiritual, you just make time. And everything that you're trying to do is going to happen the way it needs to happen. So that's what's going on. So in the physical, I'm just over like, I got all this stuff. But in the spiritual, I got total control over how I want to manage my time. In the physical, you might not seem like you got no control, but in the spiritual, I got total control in how I want to manage this time for him. So that's all I got to say today. I had to document this vision. God is highly upset with how his children have been treated. You know, highly upset. And when I say his children, it's not necessarily those that are just like, okay, it's just his children, because his creation, everybody is his child. And he's not happy with none of it. I'm just going to say it like that. He's just not happy with none of it. Those that receive him, and his children that don't receive him. He's not happy with none of it. He's not happy with how the church has abused and misused their authority and power to suppress others. Especially those that they feel like, you know, is in a lower position than them. But shoot, I put dude in his plate real fast, and I was in the church, and I didn't even care, and I was like, and nobody in this church better not say nothing to me. Nobody up in here at this point, because it was like church service going on. The dude, you know, I didn't went off on the dude in the middle of service, in the middle of church, and my mama, she was just sitting there, just calm. It was other people, everybody that was there, I say to the church, was just sitting there in the church. They didn't want to say nothing. Really was just like, ooh, I don't want to be a part of this conflict that God is forcing me to be in, because I'm a witness in the matter whether I want to be a part of the situation or not, because of my position and where I'm at, and I'm seeing what's going on. I'm automatically a part of it because I'm a witness to it all. But I really don't want to be, you know. So that's just what I think. And when I was in the church, and I feel like, you know, with that righteous anger that I had, I was like, can't nobody say nothing to me. And nobody didn't say nothing to me. Nobody better not say nothing to me, and nobody did not say nothing to me. And at that point, I just glimpsed at the people in the church sitting down, and it was so many people that could have stood up And God said he's going to have people stand up. Like, even though all these people is so silent, he going to have people that's going to be, like, very confrontational and not going to care about what people think, and it's going to stand their ground for him and his righteousness. He got people in the midst that's going to be doing it too, against everybody, against the majority. He got people that's going to be speaking out against a lot of stuff going on. Even with everybody trying to be suppressed, even with, you know, everybody being forced into this silence, it's going to be people that's going to rebel for God. I consider myself a rebel for God anyway. The only authority I want to follow is God's authority. I'm like, I'm in the world, but I ain't of the world. So I'm just like, I'm kind of like Jesus on that matter. I am. I don't like authority. I don't like authority from man. I take it from God though. God come to me, I be like, okay, God, you know. But yeah. So he got some rebels for God. He got some rebels for his kingdom. That's fit to really be out here, and they really finna be going off. Cause I know in the dream I was going off, y'all. So that's all I gotta say. I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy y'all day on this Saturday Sabbath, y'all, and be blessed. Yeah, I finna get ready to kind of like upload the video, and what was coming to me is a lot of people finna get uncomfortable. Like, God finna make a lot of people uncomfortable behind this exposure that's finna go on, and exposing the righteousness and exposing the truth. It's finna make a lot of people very uncomfortable, you know, during this process. These rebels that finna expose all this stuff going on, because everybody want to create this image and don't know about it. Oh, I don't want to be a part of, I don't want to speak against what's going on, but it's going on, and I just want to keep the peace. They finna be the most uncomfortable about what's going on, doing all this. So that's what I'm getting to. Like, it's finna make a lot, what he finna do with his exposure, it's finna make a whole lot of people finna be uncomfortable right now. Like, he finna put it all out there for everybody to see. And ain't nobody, it's an ugly sight. It's going to be an ugly sight. So that's all I'm getting, y'all. Let me go and get ready to upload this video, for God be sitting here just constantly talking to me. So let me just upload what I got. But that's what he talking about too. He said it's going to be real uncomfortable for a whole lot of people. All them people that's silent. All them people that just trying to like paint this picture and get this illusion and live this lie that, you know, the truth ain't the truth. Like, the truth finna hit everybody in their face, and people don't want to face the truth, so they try to hide in this delusional world. You know, he finna put the truth in everybody's face. Everybody finna see it for what it is, and it's an ugly sight. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all later.